Hi, everyone. It's Karen. And sorry for the late start of my live. It's also going to be late next Saturday or next Sunday. Um, lots happening. And I've got to fit everything in. And the reason why I wanted to speak about chaos tonight is because it's what happens. It's what happens in my life a lot, and I literally try to control using chaos, mixing everything up so that I fail. And I don't do that anymore. I've stopped doing that, gosh, a couple years ago. And what helped me uh, switch things around was realizing that chaos has been with us since the beginning of the Big Bang. Talk about chaos, boom. And chaos is part of the force of manifesting. Chaos is creation. Chaos is just part of, like, whenever you go through a change of any kind, you're dismantling yourself each and every time. That's chaotic. You feel out of control. And this is what chaos is all about. You have to really have faith and trust, and you have to surrender to that. And that's what I do. And right now, I'm going into a phase of life where I'm changing where I'm living. I'm doing a lot of changes with everything in my businesses. I changed direction and paused my retirement in a major portion of my two businesses for probably a year and decided to not move to Sacramento for another year. I need more stability. Well, I took everything in my life and I just shook it all up. And I'm really good at that. But this time it wasn't for anything negative. It wasn't because out of fear. And that's the difference. If you are wanting to have chaos in your life because you're afraid of success, and that's what I used to do, that's totally different than surrendering to the chaos when you decide that things aren't supposed to be the way that you were setting out for things to be, and you change direction immediately. Meanwhile, before that point, you were literally staying the course. You were doing all that you were supposed to do according to Neville Goddard. You were living in the state of the wish fulfilled. Sometimes you are told, hold up. And things have changed drastically for me. I now have a family. I have a roommate and I have a little puppy. And Jail is near and dear to me, and so is Janet. And believe me, I totally underestimated me having my desired state manifested, and that is a family unit, which is what I wanted all along the last couple of years with Daniel. And he wanted it without the emotional commitment to it. He wanted to, you know, just not even truly allow his heart in. And it caused a lot of problems. So screw that. And another came in to take the place, Janet. And we are just doing great. We really are. We combine energies to get things done. So now we're both moving into a fourplex unit that she bought, and she's paying cash for it. She sold her house in Maryland, and I mean things just shifted. I'll tell you what I did. As she did it also. She wanted the house sold. I've been working with her on getting the house sold. I told her the house was going to be sold last week, and it did. And the night before the house, she got told that the house was sold in Maryland. She did a Elmer Locker, no, a Brian Scott 8 hour shift, reality shift. And everything changed for her overnight. So I decided to take it on. And that was Wednesday, I think. And or Thursday, pardon me, Thursday. Wednesday the house was sold. Tuesday night she did the the uh, the 8 hour sleep um, therapy session, and then the following day she got notification that her house sold. Boom, just like that. It was just amazing. And then so I decided to do it, and I had some really clear intent. So I did it. And up to that point, for the past 2 weeks, I've been feeling unsettled about some decisions I made. And why? Because, having a family unit um, just changes your priorities. And the stability of the family unit is my utmost priority. And so things just weren't feeling right. And I went and I did that. I shifted. And we went to an appointment, and I just looked at her, and it didn't turn out. And I just looked at her. I said, Janet, you know what? Let's hold off on this and this and the move to California. And then after that, I did some more, and she did some more subliminals. And we solidified moving from this house um, and moving over to the fourplex and staying there for a year. And so we've been back and forth with the realtors and stuff. Our best friend, Katita Slamp, she's the realtor on this end. And so she's been working with us with, what about that detail? What about that detail? It's not totally finished yet. It's in the completion stage. And so we're over there measuring walls, coming back, measuring our furniture, making sure where everything's going to fit. We decided to get new furniture. We've been calling on that. And I've got a ton of rocks. We've worked it out where I can take all the rocks. We got a storage unit, 40-foot, two-door storage unit. We could put a boat in that thing. And it's like and I called the movers. Thank God I did when I did it, because they were almost totally booked that day. So we're moving after Sedona. Holy moly. And and I'm staying here for another year. And all of my home maintenance clients are extremely happy. That except for one, and I wanted to let her go anyhow. And then we're doubling that business at least. And I am just going gangbusters on YouTube with 6 tarot readings a day. And then I am doing 2 lives, 2 shorts on one on minddynamicscoaching.com YouTube, and then the other one on women empowering women every day. So I'm doing, oh gosh, 6, 7, 8 YouTubes a day. 8, 8. Doing all my coaching clients and then teaching on Facebook. And that's priority. My careers, my stability of the family, my stability of my income, my stability, getting, all of my businesses up strong and stabilized, and other things just paid off and stuff. And Janet is also working on her SEO and her book writing. She's published a couple books already for children. And I keep on coming up with new ideas about books. Today I came up with Dear Diary. It's written by a cat. And so I'm going to do that as my 5th book this year. And I just flow. I'm just flowing. Dear Diary, and I said one, and right there on the spot to Janet, she just cracked up. So it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. And probably people, cat lovers especially, going to love it because it's about a cat. So ideas just keep on flowing, and money's flowing, and a lot of good times, and a lot of, we're going like this sometimes to each other, but we just laugh. So all of this can be chaos or it can be movement. Where is my state? My state is on fast movement and faith. Okay. I'm having total and complete faith that the stream of creativity is taking me. And I am not being concerned, therefore, I'm not overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed when things aren't controllable. And how many of you control things? We all do. I control through chaos and allowing things just to shoot up everywhere. There's a big difference, and that's out of fear of succeeding. I'm not doing that, but I still can see that this is chaos, depending on my mind state. So allow things to go the way they do and don't get into your crap about it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't. Just simply allow, and yes, you're going to be asked to probably get up and get busy and take care of this and take care of that. Well, okay, do it. The state of your desired outcome is going to move you, and that's just fine. No, whatever action you take, you cannot force and manifest a result. No, I don't want you to even go in that area. I want you to get up, have the state move you. If it says go grocery shopping, go grocery shopping. Guess what? You can meet somebody who wants to hire you on the spot in the perfect career that you have wanted. And you and he meet at the produce stand. Okay. I'm a vegan. And we both are. And you just click and you share that you are interested in what in this and that. He says, well, gee, I have a company that could use you. And you never know what is going to happen if you allow it. And that's a problem to people who want to control. Let it go, ladies and gentlemen. Just let it go. Okay. Allow the state to move you. And if it's chaotic and a lot of things hit you, just breathe, scream, beat a pillow with a bat, laugh, dance, go for a fast walk, run, whatever. So, Juanita, hi, honey. Juanita knows about chaos. And, we talk. In fact, she was part of us solidifying this shift that we went through. We called her and we asked for an immediate emergency session with her, and she granted it. She's a jewel, and now I get to be with her in her life for another year. Yay! I was talking to Janet about that, Juanita, and it's a blessing. I don't like the winters here, and I don't like feeling the oppression of certain religious orders here, but I can ignore. It helped me become an empowered woman. So why should I even give a fuck? And so we're moving to another area. The funny thing about it, guys, this really hit hard. Janet's place is a quarter mile away from the house I lived in. Used to be owned by my brother and sister-in-law. 35 years ago, when I moved out here first thing, I lived in that house. 35 years ago, and it seems as though I'm just circling around, stopping where I started. And that area is totally revamped. I mean, where we're living, there was nothing there except prairie. So, God has his hand in your life. I know he has his hand in my life right now, God the Father. And yes, we are God. We're God the created. Okay? We make out of our imagination. We utilize the force of the universe, but we do not create. Everything we make is transient, is changeable. What God creates is eternal. And his domain is in heaven. where we truly are, but we're living this virtual reality 3D to learn all our lessons that we're choosing to learn, and we will learn them. Might take 1,000 eons, but we're going to learn them. So I'm going to let you go right now. It's about 16 after. And I'm going to relax the rest of the morning or the rest of the evening. Sorry, I was thinking of when I wake up in the morning. We're waking up and getting out of bed around, she gets out of her bedroom around the same time I get out of mine. I was I was woken up by noise outside because I hear everything. And the neighbors next door had a party that was letting out, I think, about that time. So I woke up about 1:30, got out of bed finally about 2:15, 2:30, started my day immediately, and I teach and I coach and I do tarot readings, and then we go to work and we get things done. So our days do not stop. They go from 3 o'clock in the morning until 7, sometimes 8. I don't go to sleep right away, and I've witnessed her literally putting her head on the pillow in her bedroom, and she's out like a light. And so she goes to sleep really fast. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, darlings, and thank you. And I will see you at my normal time, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to talk about yet. Maybe, I don't know. You can always reach me on Messenger, give me an idea for a live that you'd like me to talk about, and I will talk to you later. Love you all. Bye bye.